Here's two facts about me you didn't ask for and don't care about. One, it's been a long time since a game has actually made me scared, Outlast. And two, I haven't taken Capcom seriously in an even longer time, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But, in the same stroke, those two facts have now changed. Resident Evil 2. So a long time ago in a galaxy far away, Capcom remade the first Resident Evil game for GameCube, and then they remade it again for PS4, and it was fine, I suppose. But then they were just like, hey, what if we remade, really, everybody's favorite Resi 2? So they did it, and it's here, and it's great. So much as the original game, you can play as either Leon Kennedy or Claire Redfield. Leon is a rookie cop who's just now going to Raccoon City to start his job, basically, and ends up in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Claire Redfield is on the hunt for her brother because she heard that something bad happened to him, so she just wants to make sure that he's alright. In Raccoon City. And of course, as in the original game, the story gets deeper and deeper as you go on, especially in the A campaign. You can play either character first, but then once you pick them, you're locked into the other character for the second run, which gives you more plot details. It's a completely different story. It's also shorter, but it kind of gets to a different meaty section of the overarching plot. I did Leon A and Claire B because I just figured, hey, I do what I want. So yeah, have that. I know everybody's like, do Claire A, Leon B. No. So let's talk about why I actually really love this game. I didn't even know I was magical, did you? But first things first, and most importantly, the sound engineering in this game, like the audio, is fantastic. It uses binaural 360 audio, so that's why they recommend that you use a headset for this game. But everything that you hear is real. If you hear a zombie growling or a licker's claws crawling on the floor, they're there. You just have to figure out where they are based on what you heard and act accordingly, and also plan accordingly. When you hear Mr. X's thunderous footsteps, you know he's near you, and you need to figure out what you're gonna do, because you can't fight him. You can't. Well, you can stun him if you feel like wasting ammo, but it's typically best to just run. Mr. X is actually much more of a threat than he ever was in the original game, because originally he didn't even show up until the B campaign, but like 33% of the way through the A campaign, here he is just lifting a helicopter and he's coming for you now. What I loved about him is that he's a constant threat. He doesn't teleport around the place. He's just literally always moving around somewhere. He's in the building always. You just have to plan accordingly. Make sure that you don't end up running into him. Luckily, you can hear his chungy footsteps and be able to figure out what you need to do. And I know there's an option to like put in the original soundtrack to get all the music from the original game, and that's cool and everything, but I would really just want the item sounds and like maybe the main hall theme, because I like the introduction of Mr. X not having any music or any like sound cue or anything like that. I just like him to lift up the helicopter and then just start walking towards you. That's the scariest thing, really. Like, because if a big monster was chasing you in real life, would music really start playing? I also like that he goes into the main hall and makes it unsafe, so you don't even have that safe place to go anymore. You have to figure something else out now. One thing, though, I will say, I don't really like the way that they structure the A and B plots in this game, because you have to solve the same story progression puzzles in both campaigns, and some of the same boss fights happen in both campaigns, and it's really silly because they're supposed to be happening at the same time. So why would Leon open a path to the garage and then an hour later Claire have to do the exact same thing? That doesn't make any sense. It should just be open now. Come up with different puzzles for a different path. I don't know. Overall, though, I like the sense of dread that you get when you're walking around and you don't know exactly what's coming next. Opening a door is stressful. Turning a corner is stressful. Everything you do is a calculated decision unless you react out of fear. Like if you get jumped by a zombie and then you quickly press the sub-weapon button and it's just like, well, damn it, I just wasted my grenade. But resource management, ammo conservation, stuff like that has never really mattered that much in modern games. So I appreciate Capcom for taking us back to our roots and making us use our brains to play these games again. Maybe games going forward will actually make you think to do puzzles and make you care about every little resource you have and every inventory slot that they give you. But if you're going to be playing this game, I have a couple of things of advice to give you. Find every hip pouch you can. If you are faced with a situation where Mr. X is one way and lickers are the other way, sprint through the lickers. They probably won't get you. Shoot zombies in the legs to take their legs off. Do not try to kill every single zombie that you encounter. And sometimes, don't even shoot them at all. Just run past them. Save your ammo unless you absolutely need it to like clear a hallway. And last, but probably most important, board up windows. If a window looks like it's going to give you a hard time, board it up. It's going to make your life a lot easier. But overall, all these things working for it and just a couple things working against it, I think Resident Evil 2 is worth buying at full price. So, Resident Evil 2, wait, hold on. Resident Evil 2. Have you played it? What did you think about it? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below and educate me. And as always, if you want more videos from me, well, watch them. Come on, man. You gotta watch them. Otherwise, I won't want to make any more.